Eyes open wider than a crow on a wire. Plan stack high, fueled by the fire. Blueprints laid, no cracks in the seams. Future so sharp, it's cutting through dreams. Plot thick, thicker than syrup on the stove. Surviving in the jungle where the weak don't go. Vision prepared, got my mind on the grind. Every move calculated, not a second behind. Stacking up the wins while the world unaware. A king on the rise with my vision prepared. Chessboard moves, not a pawn in the game. Strategy cold like frost on the chain. Stockpiles locked, got the goods in the stash. Ready for the flood or the markets to crash. Tunnel vision sharper than a hawk on prey. Keep the wolves at bay, ain't no sheep in my way. Vision prepared, got my mind on the grind. Every move calculated, not a second behind. Stacking up the wins while the world unaware. A king on the rise with my vision prepared. Dark nights, brighter than a flare in the sky. Got the tools for the struggle, ain't afraid to try.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Welcome to Coffee Talk. Skull. I hope everybody's doing well on this chilly Saturday morning. Good to see everybody. It's been quite a while before I did a coffee talk. So here we are. Good to see everybody in the house. Thank you for joining me this morning for sure. Teresa, good to see you. Boone 22 is here. Good morning, everybody. Loretta, good to see you this morning. Hope you're doing well. Billy's in the house, sitting in front of the wood-burning stove. It is nice to have a wood-burning stove, and there's nothing better than a wood-burning stove except sitting in front of it with a nice hot cup of coffee or tea or whatever your morning warm beverage is. Welcome in, Skull. Tuck, good to see you. Good morning, my man. Cajun Prepper, good morning. Good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well as can be. Hope the family is doing well and all of that good stuff. Boone 22's in the building. My man Dan H is up early. So good to see you, my brother. PJ, welcome in. Don Edwards, good to see you and good morning to you too. Welcome in. Welcome in, family. Who else we got in the building? PJ's here. OVP is here. Gigi's Garden. Robert Bates. Everybody here. It's my Renaissance grandma. Grandma been up doing her thing. She probably cooking breakfast and house smelling good. Oh, those bring back memories of my grandmother. She would never come wake you up in the morning. You always woke up on your own with the smell of ham, chicken, bacon, grits, everything just cooking and simmering in the kitchen. She would never wake you up. And if you woke up late and you missed breakfast, oh well, you missed breakfast. But good to see everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope everybody's doing well. Oops, welcome in. Pilgrim, my brother. Good to see you. So, folks, coffee talk, we just talk. And we're gonna start the coffee talk out. What y'all doing today? Me and the boys are left unsupervised. The COO is out and about, so I gotta pour my own coffee this morning. My man, Apocalypse Awakening. What's going on, bruh? So good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I got to give you a buzz today because I need to talk with you about a thing or three. Hope you're doing well. And thank you for joining me this morning, bruh. Appreciate it. L-Dog's in the building. Good morning, bruh. Hope you're doing well. John showing up and out. Good morning. That's right. Everybody's going to have an amazing week because it is the weekend, first and foremost. OVP said, I'm unsupervised next weekend. Yeah. Dan said, snow cleanup. The snow here is finally gone. And guess what? We're supposed to get snow flurries tomorrow. I am so over winter already and all of that stuff. Southern Dave, good morning, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in and thank you for joining me this morning. C. Johnson's in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Everybody just speaking and being polite and nice. So let's get into it. What y'all doing this weekend? Anybody doing anything fun this weekend first and foremost? Because I gotta check in with the peoples. Me and the boys were out early this morning running around in the yard, and Titus and Cole were just doing their thing. And yeah, came in and ate, and Titus was like, I'm going back to bed. So he's asleep. Yeah. You hear that? Everybody talk. We're supposed to get snow as well from tonight to tomorrow. Yeah, Loretta, I feel your pain. And I was it Boone. Yeah, Boone 22 said we're getting snow now. Yeah, I'm so over snow. Yeah. Woo, Don Edwards. Don said it's snowing in Buffalo. Good Lord. Oh, CJ just got off work. Fun to catch alive. That's awesome. Thank you for joining me. And there's my man, Ed. I play golf bad. Hope you and Tara are doing well, my brother. Yes. Annette, welcome in. Good morning to you. As my Saturdays mornings aren't, as long as I don't have meetings scheduled and all this other stuff, I'm going to uh, get back into doing coffee talk because I know a lot of y'all miss having coffee with me in the morning. I don't know why, but here we are, and there we go. Yes, Professor, good morning. Good live stream last night, Skull. Glad you're up and about and doing your thing. Robert Bates, Trish in progress. Good morning. Okay, so y'all, we're going to talk about a couple of things going on in the world. By the way, I have deemed Coffee Talk, the affiliate for Coffee Talk is Nutrient Survival. Great coffee, great freeze-dried products, folks, is pinned to the top of the chat. Check them out. Don't forget to use the coupon code VISION10 to save 10% on all of the best freeze-dried foods on the market. Absolutely. Becky and Eric do an amazing job, and I appreciate being a not just an affiliate, but a partner and part of the family of Nutrient Survival and the Wolf Pack. Absolutely. All right, John. Happy birthday to Mrs. John and daughters John. Way to go. Congratulations and happy birthday to everybody in the family. So we all know that Prince Andrew was arrested for whatever debauchery he did with based on the Epstein and all that good stuff. Anyway, their government is considering removing him from the royal line of succession. The government is considered introducing legislation to remove Andrew from the line of royal succession. The defense minister, Luke Pollard, told the BBC the move, which would prevent Andrew from ever, forever, becoming king, was the right thing to do, regardless of the outcomes of their investigation. And I agree with them. And if there's enough citizens over there, fire up the wood chipper, pour in diesel fuel, feet first, and life goes on for sure. Yeah, that's just not good. Ghost Lincoln, my man. Good morning, my brother. Yes. He said, I am doing my allegedly legal requirement for 2025. Okay, well, there you go, my brother. Oops, good morning. Good to see you. Welcome in. So, yeah, so Prince Andrew may be taken out of line for the throne, which would be a good thing. Little Lone Prepper, good morning. Welcome in. Now, this is what got me, y'all. This story here is insane. And I'm going to put it in the chat so y'all can read it as well. So this comes from Science Indian Defense Review. Check this out, y'all. This is totally insane, and it's happening right here in these great republics. After 61 years of coal, not y'all's fur nephew, but coal with a C, burning coal, this site will host 100 million degree artificial sun built by none other than Billy Boy Gates. This is insane. And y'all have to look at this for yourself. I just dropped a link into the chat. A retired coal plant in Tennessee is being reborn as a fusion test site where a Gates-backed stellarator aims to heat plasma to 1 million degrees Celsius. On January 29th, 2026, One Type Energy, that's the company, which is backed by Bill Gates, submitted its initial licensing application to build a Stellator-based fusion facility at the former Bull Run fossil plant site. The project, named Infinity One, aims to push plasma to 1 million degrees Celsius using a complex magnetic design. Why in the world? I know the answer, but I'm throwing this out to y'all. Why in the world would somebody want to build an artificial sun that's going to heat up to 1 million degrees Celsius? The demolition of the Bull Run's twin smokestacks on June 28th ended 61 years of coal-fired generator in Claxton, Tennessee. Yeah, exactly, Loretta. Exactly. So in Claxton, Tennessee, that moment marked not just the closure of a fossil fuel facility, but the opening of a new chapter in electricity production at the same site. Type 1 Energy has selected the Bull Run site in February of 2024. So this has been in the works for 2 years as the home of its test bed reactor. With the licensing process underway, the company is preparing to transform the brownfield site into a fusion research and development hub centered on a technology that differs sharply from the former approach. A twisted path to fusion power. Infinity One is based on a stellarator configuration, an alternative to the tokamak magnetic confinement systems typically used in nuclear fusion. Y'all, if you live in the Tennessee area or in Tennessee, please write and talk to your government, your state government. This is insane. Experts believe, they don't know. They believe stellarators could avoid many of the stability issues that have historically challenged nuclear facilities. They don't know. It's crazy. So the Type 1 Energy team includes founder who previously worked at some symmetric experiment at the University of Wisconsin-Madison and some other stuff. That's insane. They're trying to create an artificial sun. She is Sunshine. Good morning. How are you? Welcome in. What's y'all's take on that? Steel and Tree. This is going to be built in Claxton, Tennessee. This is pure insanity. Exactly, Professor. That's what I said. Yeah, they're going to build something that's going to be supposedly similar to an artificial sun, 100 million degrees hot Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius. Y'all can do the math and somebody transfer that to Fahrenheit and tell us what that is. But yeah, that is the stupidity. Yeah, exactly, Pilgrim. Yeah, to feed their ego. That's all they're doing. That's all they're trying to do. Yeah, exactly. Right, Professor. Make them some on the earth. What could go wrong? Exactly. A complete meltdown of uh, the East Coast and everything else. This is pure insanity. Uh, I'm not sure where Claxton, Tennessee is. Somebody may know and all that. My man, my brother from another mother, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, is Meshtastic Day has arrived. Listening along and working on off-grid comms. There you go, bruh. Well, you better get them off-grid comms going. Hopefully they're fireproof because Billy Boy is trying to create an artificial sun in Tennessee that is 100 million degrees Celsius. Yeah. Exactly, Jason. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure. Uh, yeah, they're gonna pour exactly, Boone. They're gonna pour all this money into trying to create an artificial sun, and they can't even fix the power grid. Yeah, boy, Stephen King. I don't know if you're dead or alive, but you couldn't even make this up. And because this is coffee talk, y'all, and I am left unsupervised, I got to pour my own coffee. Your fur puppy is gruffing, and if you hear the pour, it ain't the same. So this is what you get. It just ain't the same without the COO. So there we go. There was the sad coffee pour for the morning, but the coffee is still hot and good. Skull to everybody. Welcome in, James. Good morning. Good to see you. We say, Trish, where's Luigi when you need him? Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And it just isn't uh it isn't right, y'all. Yeah. We say, Ed, I wonder if they make an antibiotic for that. Yeah. Yeah. It's pitiful. It is just people. Okay, thank you, L Dog. Stephen King is still alive. Well, he's missing out on some billions because they're coming up with some stuff. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Paper Buttons 19. Good morning. Good to see you. Welcome in. As she's laughing at the sad coffee pour. Yeah. So 100 million degrees. Billy Boy is still at it, but hopefully not for long. And y'all know what I mean. And Hudson Valley, we may need to hook up the wood chipper to a truck and drive it to a remote location and fire that bad boy up and do what needs to be done. Yeah. Steel and Tree said, just looked it up. Claxton, Tennessee is an hour and a half away from you. My friend, yeah, there it is. Be prepared, do the necessary. Boone 22 said, Trent, some billionaires planning on blacking the sun out this April. Well, I can tell you this, considering he is human and the sun was made by the Almighty God Himself, I am going to bet that, my friend, is going to be an epic fail. So there we go. Yeah. Ace, welcome in and good morning, my brother. Appreciate it. See, Ace, look, beer, coffee, and pizza, or coffee and donuts. There we go. He bought coffee and donuts. Look at that. What more could you ask for coffee talk on a Saturday morning? Coffee and donuts. You, my friend, are all right with me. Yeah. The professor said Claxton is northwest of Knoxville. Yeah. OVP, here we go. He said, do we have a date for Bug Out Weekend yet? No, we don't have a date. They ain't even looked at no dates. It's still in committee, and it all depends. But it is in consideration. Don't know. Bug Out Weekend, it may be, if it goes down, it may end up being a fall Bug Out Weekend. I don't know. Because there's other things going on, and yeah, we've got a whole lot on the plate, and the plate is full, and I don't want anything to fall off the edges. So yeah, but when and if there is a Bug Out Weekend 2026, y'all will be the first to know for sure. There you go. Sherry, welcome in and good morning. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, fusion fruitcakes. Yeah, so that's the key story this morning. Keep an eye on what's going on in Claxton, Tennessee, folks. But in other news, Denmark. This I had to laugh at this because I was like, well, wow, okay, whatever y'all say. Listen to this, y'all. Denmark is buying U.S. missiles to defend Greenland from the United States. Yes, really. That is the headlines from military.com. In January of this year, the U.S. government approved a potential sale of American-made missiles to Denmark to strengthen its defensive capabilities in and around Greenland. On its face, the transaction looked routine, a NATO ally purchasing weapons through the Foreign Military Sales Program to improve readiness and interoperability. Sounds good, right? Yeah, sure. The surrounding political context, however, made the deal unintentionally comical. The same U.S. administration approving the sale had spent months publicly floating the idea that the United States should acquire Greenland itself. Which we all know, Trump said, yeah, we're going to buy Greenland. A strange moment in Allied defense. The result was a moment of unplanned irony. Denmark was buying U.S. missiles in part to help defend a territory that President Trump had repeatedly suggested America needed to own for its own security. This was not satire or diplomatic trolling. It was an actual arms transaction moving forward inside the standard machinery of the U.S. defense experts. Ha! That's crazy. Yeah. So, Denmark is going to buy U.S. weapons to defend Greenland from the U.S. That is funny. I had to laugh about that. So, you ask, because I know I can read your minds. Why Greenland suddenly sits at the center of everything? Well, Greenland's strategic importance has never been a secret. The island sits astride key Arctic air and sea routes, placing it squarely within the geography of missile warning space surveillance and North Atlantic defense. The United States has operated military facilities there since World War II and continues to do so today. So there you go. Denmark, ha, wanting to buy and is buying missiles to defend Greenland from the purchase of them going to the US. Yeah. Yeah. So that's funny. Yeah. You're right, Rob B. It is. Yeah. Bug out weekend is bug train. Yeah, that's exactly right. Uh but well, dude, OVP, that's all I got, man. I got no dates. I haven't even looked to see what's available yet because I got other stuff going on, man. Step up to the plate. One of y'all host Bug Out Weekend. It ain't got to be me here in the great state of Ohio. Come on now, man. But it is in committee. I have not thrown it off the table, so we'll see. It's all good, bro. Dan said fall bug out weekend just in time to test out fall winter gear. That's true. Yeah. Steel and Tree said whatever they have planned to build in Claxton, someone down that way will turn it into a meth lab. Lord have mercy. The world's largest meth lab. Compliments of Billy Boy, for sure. Yeah. Yep. 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 Trish in Progress said, Robert Bates, I'm doing, I'm sorry. Yeah, Robert, I'm doing the same. There's nowhere safe to go anywhere. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, Ed, yeah, propane is $4 a gallon. I'm so glad we had a delivery the other day, and we get a locked in price for ours, and that is probably double what we paid. Yeah, propane. Why? Getting ready to go to war. I'm telling y'all, it's coming. Yeah. We say, oops, non-working missiles. Yeah, but that's L Dog, you're right. The news is getting so wacky, hard to know what's fake and what's real. Right, and that's why I take all of it now with a grain of salt. Plain and simple. And I can't worry about it. I don't worry about it. I won't worry about it. Because that does no good and there's nothing I can do about it anyway. Only thing I can do is what needs to be done around here to protect me and mine and give out information that can help others. That's it. That's all we do. Yeah, I'm with you, L Dog. That's why I say Stephen King couldn't make this up. Yeah, exactly. Shadow Scout Swede, good to see you, my brother. How are you, man? We got to get together. We got to do a live stream, man. We got to do a live stream together, and I hope you're doing well. Hope you're safe over there in the wonderful country of Sweden. And thank you for joining us this morning. See, we're international. We got peoples all around the world. But if y'all have not checked out Shadow Scout Swede, please do so. Please go check out his channel, subscribe to his channel. He is a great guy, a great brother, and he's doing the things that he can to help prepare his people in his reach. So there we go. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So here's something that everybody knows, but I guess the rest of the world is finally waking up to it, y'all. AI jobs disruption is here. What it means for the S&P 500 and for you. This is stupid. And this comes to us straight out of investors.com. For the first 3 years of Chat GPT era, Chat GPT, that was the thing. Generative AI's upside held the limelight as a mega cap tech stock carried the S&P 500 to a lavish gains. We all know that. The downside of artificial intelligence, board job broad job displacement. No kidding. And if you don't believe me, ask Amazon and all these other companies that are laying off people and letting AI and robots and all this other stuff do that. Stupid. Stupid. Broad job displacements look like a day over the horizon, they say. Now the day of AI jobs reckoning has arrived, seemingly out of nowhere. Really? No, we knew about it. We've been talking about it for months and years, and nobody listened. And now the S&P 500 finally gets it. Huh. Investors suddenly are treating AI job destruction and industry disruption as clear, if not quite present dangers. No freaking kidding, folks. Stupid. Stupid. Wealth managers and commercial real estate are among the industries rocked by stock sell-offs based on AI-enabled competition and potential future with far fewer office workers. Yeah, exactly, Dan. Yeah, Amazon is getting as unreliable as UPS. So, I don't know. Y'all may have heard my story of my UPS guy uh, met Cole when he was a puppy and leaves treats for Cole every single time he comes. So we had new driver stop by yesterday, and for some reason the package wasn't on the truck or he couldn't find it. And I was telling him about our other guy, how he has spoiled Cole. And I said, now we have a new one too. We got a 5-month-old big puppy. So he said, I got treats. Let me meet him. So Cole comes running out, barking, just a tail wiggle wagging, happy he can be. Sees the UPS driver. Titus comes out and sees him, and he probably fed the two of them a half a box of dog treats. Cole was ecstatic. And Titus was like, wait a minute, what is this? What's going on here? And Cole was just barking and wagging his tail. Cole was ready to climb up in the truck and go with him. And Titus was ready to do the same. But yes, UPS, they're getting unreliable. But anyway, I digress. So they are just now figuring out that AI is going to do job displacement. Stupid. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Ed said buy around 400 gallons of propane per year in many, usually to get good price. Right. But don't know why we're exporting to the rest of the world and have us pay more. Right, Ed. We get anywhere between uh, 500 to 800 gallons of propane a year, and we're good. But yeah, I don't understand it either. It's pure stupidity. Yeah. Craig DeHunter, good morning, my brother. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, AI, they're just now figuring it out. Now this impact is spreading to experienced workers. A growing list of companies, and here we go. These are the companies that are laying folks off and using AI and robotics and all that. Amazon, Walmart, Wells Fargo are freezing or shrinking their payrolls in anticipation of AI productivity gains. No kidding. Stupid. They're just now figuring this out is going to displace people. I'm gonna tell you, boy, please, somebody wake me up from this nightmare. How long have we been talking, AI, they're going to start laying off folks and all of that? Kathy, welcome in. Good to see you. Kathy said, our dog's always wants in the truck. Right, treats or no treats. I know that's right. Cole runs out when he hears anything. He thinks somebody's bringing him treats. I told our UPS, our normal UPS guy, I said, dude, you ruined my dog. So, because now, he wants treats. They leave a package, Cole goes out, sniffs around it, moves it, runs it, pushes it out the way. And if there's no treats, he gruffs and he comes in the house and he's mad. So, yeah, insanity. As funny as can be. But yeah, the price of propane is going up. Shadow Scout Swede, my brother, you didn't have to. Pure character, jumping up and down saying, #1 fan. Shadow Scout Swede, oh Lord. I appreciate it, my brother. I appreciate it. You didn't have to, but you did. And that's what counts. You did. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. And you guys know I will never, ever ask for money. All money that comes from you folks goes right back in the channel to bring you content and events and everything else. And Shadow Scout Swede, my brother, thank you. You didn't have to, but you did. And I truly appreciate you. Only thing I can say is skull and thank you for the donation. That's awesome. That's awesome. But folks, AI ain't no joke, and it's going to get worse, believe it or not. And like I've always told you guys, what they show us what they want us to see only. The generations of AI we see now are older generations. I guarantee you they are at least 5 to 7 generations ahead of what we're being shown, for sure. You're more than welcome and you are worth it. And I did it by my own choice. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you, Shadow Scout. And you're awesome. Vision. How do you get on the Bug Out Weekend committee? Well, first of all, you have to have my last name. Second of all, you have to live in this household. Third of all, the committee is a sealed committee and the members are not divulged. And no, I will not adopt you. And no, you cannot change your last name. But I appreciate you, OVP. I appreciate you for keeping it in the forefront. Right, Dan, smoke and mirrors to distract us all. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Without a doubt. But AI, it's going to displace a lot of people out of working. For sure. It's going to take a lot of jobs. And here's what I'm saying. They're going to realize that although they may have saved some money, they're going to lose a lot of knowledge and a lot of other stuff. And again, they are bringing Skynet online. Yeah. Only thing I can say to that is find you a 12 gauge EMP round. Huh. Did I say that out loud? Y'all didn't hear me say that, did you? Okay. All right. So yeah, AI. That's insane. That is absolutely, without a doubt, insane. So check this out. Speaking of insanity, the things are still gearing up over in the Middle East, and Ayatollah he's on the bullseye, y'all. Dozens of U.S. planes are at Jordan's air base. Satellite imagery and flight data show the facts. Exactly, Pilgrim. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming. At least 60 attack aircraft are parked at the base, which has become a key hub for U.S. military planning for possible strikes. And this comes straight from the New York Times, quote unquote. New satellite imagery and flight tracking data show a base in central Jordan has become a key hub for U.S. military planning for possible strikes on Iran. Imagery captured Friday, meaning yesterday, shows more than 60 attack aircraft parked at the base, um, roughly tripling the number of jets that are normally there. And at least 68 cargo planes have landed at the base since last Sunday. According to flight tracking data, more fighter jets could be parked under shelters and or canopies. The satellite imagery also shows more modern aircraft, including F-35 stealth jets, compared to the aircraft normally seen there. Several drones and helicopters have also been seen there. Soldiers also installed new air defenses to protect the base from incoming Iranian missiles. Y'all, all I can say is get ready. Jordanian officials who spoke on the condition of autonomy to discuss operational matters said that the American planes and equipment are deployed there as part of a defense agreement with the United States. What are you doing, Cole? Good morning, and how are you? Your fur nephew just woke up under the table and sat up. So there was your cold quake for the morning. Shadow Scout said, "Vision, AI is a dangerous path to walk on. I don't trust that system at all." That makes two of us, bruh. You and me both. Yeah. Ha! Ha! Hudson Valley said, "Just bought every SD card in Walmart." I know that's right, bruh. Get it. Get it while you can. Get it while you can. He said, bought every SD card they had. Which size do you recommend, my brother? And that's how you do it. Prepper for the ages, good morning. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Rabbit, good to see you. Yeah. L2, welcome in. L2 said jobs in the trades or needing physical skills like firefighters will be safe for about 10 years. Everything else can be done by machine. Exactly. Exactly. I'm with you on that. Yes, for sure. And I was late in the chat and all that good stuff. Yeah. Yep. But so Jordan's air base is, the U.S. base in Jordan is gearing up. Even though there are quote unquote, I'm doing air quotes for those listening, of talks, peace talks between Iran and the U.S. Yeah, that just yeah is an oxymoron to the oxy of the moron. So yes, all I can say to that, folks, is get ready because you never know when and where, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, and hats off to my man, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, who just walked in Walmart and wiped out the SD card section. Hats off to you, my brother. You get the deed of the... Tactical Muffin Top, Vision, we need your 3 in Flea video. The 3 guns, if you had to leave forever, are you taking? It's a fun video. Well, I can only take 3 TMT, only 3. That's a problem. We got a problem, Houston. We got a problem. But I may do that, and yeah, yep. But Ed said, Mike, there's a company selling offline copies of the internet on hard drives, about 2 terabytes, I think. Yeah, I've seen something like that, Ed. Yeah, yep. Okay, thank you, Teresa, for dropping that link. Shadow Scout Swedes doing a live stream today at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Folks, please, if you can, go check it out. I'll be there because I know after the live stream this morning, I need to run some errands. I need to get dog food and some other things. And yeah, I'm going to try to get over there and definitely hang out with Shadow Scout Swede and all of that. Yeah, for sure. But folks, that's what else is going on in this crazy turmoil, mayhemicness world. Well, it's Wednesday. We're past Wednesday, so we didn't die. Yeah, so we're still here because we're here for coffee talk. Skull. I've been working on some stuff, rearranging some gear. Haven't bought anything. Oh, but I did see something that I need. Um, I want to buy it. We need a skid steer around here. And I think Billy and Boone were talking about it this morning in the chat. I want to buy a mini skid steer. And I may have found one. And it's reasonably priced. So I'm going to, hopefully in the coming months, this spring, hopefully, and prayerfully, buy a skid steer. Yeah, because I got a lot of down trees that need to be moved and burned and cut and all of that. Right, Shadow Scout. 1 p.m. Central for those who live in that time zone. Yes. Jason, good morning, my brother. How you doing? Welcome in and Skull. So, yeah, that's what I got going on today. I got to run some errands, pick up some supplies, do some stuff, and hang out with the pups and all that good stuff. Rabbit said, I need to find a bucket attachment for my little tractor. I wish I could, but I need my tractor as a tractor, and so I'm gonna buy me a mini skid steer and all that. Hudson Valley said, shout out to everyone. He's driving home with a bag full of SD cards because he cleaned out Walmart. Be safe, my brother. But in other news, folks, keep an eye on what's going on in Tennessee, trying to build a artificial sun that could cook probably half of the country, if not everybody. He bought 100. Woo-wee! But also keep an eye on what's going on in the Middle East. Kathy said those are really handy. Yep, we had to rent one. So many trees down in my yard, it looked like beavers at work on overtime. I'm with you. I've got on our property, I probably have 10 plus trees that are down, that are ready to be cut and split and stacked. And that's what I need to do. I don't want to rent one. I priced one and they wanted like, I don't know, $400 an hour or something stupid. And I was like, that ain't going to happen. Yeah. Yeah. Rapid said the little stand-on skid steers are only $5K for a 16 horse up in the Jeff City. Yeah, that's I've saw one that's under 5K, and I want to say 23 or 24 horsepower. So I'm looking at that and doing my homework and due diligence before I pull the trigger. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see what happens, but I definitely want a yes, he is, Trish. He is a psychopath. Absolutely, without a doubt. Yeah. I definitely want a skid steer. G-Ma Nana, good morning to you. The pooch is under the table, which he may show his presence this morning. The other one is upstairs, snoring and sleeping in his spot. Come here, Cole. Come here. Hi. You sleepy? Good morning. How are you? You okay? You want to say hi to everybody? Here's your amazing fur nephew. You sleepy, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're sleepy. You doing okay? How's that little ouchie doing? He scratched his face somehow. I don't know, him or Titus. But yeah, he's in a sleepy mood. Him laid his head on daddy's thigh and he's just laying there, but he's right here. He's not a morning person. He's like his dad. But yeah. But other than that, I'm not doing too much today, which is rare because normally my Saturdays are crazy. Yeah. Michael Wolf said go to Rent a Center. Okay. Want to buy, Tommy, want to buy a used Bobcat? You can do a lot of stuff with it. That's true. Yeah. If I could find one at a reasonable price, I'd buy a Bobcat and just get the attachments. Yes. Right, Loretta. Yep, him be right here. Yes, indeed, Jason. You're right. When you look into his background, well, you know his dad helped fund the largest unaliving company on the planet, Planned Parenthood. So yeah, there you go. Look at that. Everybody talking. Everybody talking about you, Bubba. What do you say to that? You want to come up? You want your 5 minutes of fame? What's your feeties? Come on. You gonna come up or no? You gonna stay right here? You gonna come up? No? Okay. That's okay. Daddy loves you anyway. Sleepy boy. As Grit and Grace calls you, squishy face. Yes. But yeah, so that's what's going on today. And it's getting cold outside. And you know, we don't like cold around here. Yeah. Okay, Cajun Prepper said check surplus and auction houses. Got two by me that have 20 to 30 of them. I know that's right. I may do that. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Hi. I know. You're sleepy. You ready to go back to bed? You ready to go get into bed and go back to sleep? You ready to go get in your bed? Yes? No? Maybe? Okay. Yeah. He's daddy's boy in the morning and all that. Appreciate that, TMT. That's right. Like, share, sub. Yes. But yeah, folks, it's going to be a pretty productive day around here. Paper Button said, Cole, the legend. Yes, he is. He is a legend. He is y'all's fur pup, and he is probably the second reason why y'all come here. And it ain't because of me. It's because of Cole and the COO and all of that good stuff. But you know, ooh, Boone said, Trent, look at Equipment Trader online. Will do. Will do. Katrinka, good morning and welcome in. You all right, dude? You want to come up? Everybody wants to see your big self up here. The COO said she can't wait till it warms up because then it's bath time for the pups. Ooh, look at that yawn. You're sleepy. You are. I got to go get you and your brother some dog food. Yeah. But, folks, keep doing what you're doing. Yes, sir. Come here. Come on. You gonna come up or you just want to be annoying and just sit there and put your head on my lap? Okay. We gotta do what we gotta do and keep doing what you're doing. Tactical Muffin Top said, I come for vision, king of solar generators info. Well, I'm that's on my list of needs also. I'm hoping to buy that Guardian 6000 here also, the dual voltage 120 240, so that we have a backup to the backup to run our well pump for sure. Hi. You want to come up here, sit in daddy's lap and say hi to everybody? They want to see you. Yes? No? Okay. But yeah, folks, it's a good day. Good to be back on Coffee Talk. Skull, hope we've talked about some interesting topics. And OVP mentioned bug out weekend possibilities. We may not. Yeah. Loretta, I love y'all too, for sure. It's just that Cole and the COO are simply precious. Yes, they are. They truly are. And Titus, who is all I can say is Titus is Titus. He don't Titus does his own thing. He's that kid that can, play in a box by himself for hours upon hours, while this guy here has to be wherever dad is or mom, and Titus is perfectly fine being wherever he's at. Huh. But Titus is getting so big, he's probably about 90 pounds, y'all. And he's only 5 months old. He's almost as big as Cole. And it's crazy watching him grow. It's crazy watching Titus grow. Yes, he does, Dan. He wants couch nap time. He does. And all of that. Yep. Uh-oh, Billy said her cup's empty. Figure it out. Figure it out. Get it done. And I'm so behind in chat. OVP. Okay. That's all I can say. I got nothing. I got no answers for you. Sorry. Prepping for the ages. Welcome in. That face. Yeah. Auntie Jill. Yes, Cole. Jill says, good morning. Auntie Jill says, good morning. See, she's right over there. Yeah. Come on. You want to come up and say hi to everybody? Please? Because they're going to just talk about you until you do it. So you might as well just do it. That's y'all's fur pup. But with that, I do want to, again, Cole, you either going to come up here or not. Give me some. Good morning. You okay? Yes. I do want to thank everybody for joining me this morning for coffee. It seems like it's been forever, which it has been forever since we had a Saturday morning cup of coffee and conversation, Skull. But, tell him, Dan, you could just do bug out weekend in your backyard and then you'll have the date for sure. Tell him, Dan. Yes. Yep. Yeah, exactly, Teresa. As he scoots closer and nudges me, you want to come up? Come on. Come here. Come on. No. He's looking at me like, nah, bro, that's not going to happen. Yeah. But with that, he just wants a treat. That's not my department. I'm not the treat guy. That's mom. And he knows it. I know he's sleepy. He's ready to go back to sleep and take a nap. So we'll let him do that. But I do want to thank everybody for joining me this morning. Take care, Pilgrim. Have a great day, my brother. Thank you for stopping in. But y'all keep doing what you're doing. Don't let nobody tell you different. Devil Dog Prepper, you woke up. Good morning, my brother, and skull to you. Shadow Scout, awesome. He said, I got my cup of coffee myself. Glad to hear that, my bruh. I appreciate you. And I will probably see you this afternoon for sure, because I know I'll have all my running around done before 2 o'clock. Hopefully, I'll be back home before noon. Skull. But with that, folks, I want to thank everybody again for joining me this morning for Coffee Talk. Y'all are awesome. Hopefully, I can do more of these on Saturdays, and yeah, we can just hang out, have a conversation, have a guest or two join us for Coffee Talk. Everybody have an amazing weekend. Stay safe. Laugh a little. Laugh. Life is too short not to enjoy it. Yeah. Tell him, Ace, please. Devil Dog, you're just in time to bring Trent his freeze dryer. Tell him, Ace, yes, and thank you. Yeah. And remember this, folks. Keep on prepping because your family depends on you. And it depends on your life. God bless everybody. Have an amazing day. And we will see you in the next video. God bless and take care. The time is now.